Elon Musk was born on June 28, 1971 in South Africa. He didn't have a particularly easy childhood. His relationship with his parents weren't easy to begin with, and when they separated, this didn't get any better. Musk decided to live with his dad, but to add pain to the injury, he was also bullied in the school. To shift his pain, he started reading and used to read 2 books in a day, and in 4th grade he ran out of books to read in his school library and went out to read all volumes of Encyclopedia Britannica. If he saw the point of a class like physics and computers, then Musk would study and get a good grade. Otherwise, he would just do enough to pass. He would often become so focused thinking about some mental problem that he seemed to lose touch with the physical world. When Elon was 10 years old, he saw his first computer and was immediately captivated. He learned to code the basic programming language from a book in just 3 days. And when Elon was 12 years old, he sold his first video game which he coded and started off his entrepreneurship journey. Elon Musk always saw America as a land of opportunity, so he left South Africa at the age of 17 basically as soon as possible. First he went to Canada because there he was eligible for a citizenship. Musk studied for 2 years at Queen's University and met Justin, his future wife. Then he transferred to the University of Pennsylvania for a degree in economics and physics. The students also noticed that Musk understood things faster than the rest of them. One of his former classmates believed that what separated Musk from everyone else was the intense level of interest he had towards whatever he was into. There is another story. Elon and his friends were partying it up in Las Vegas after they had made their hundreds of millions of dollars in PayPal. Elon had also made $250 million while his friends were partying at the pool. Elon was sitting in a corner reading some obscure rocket science manual and books. His friends were just surprised how intense this guy was when it came to seeking knowledge and figuring it out. He did not have the knowledge to build electric cars and rockets, but he figured that out. He read it, he went to the experts, he sought out knowledge, and that's always been a constant theme in his life. Elon is a very determined person with great pain tolerance capacity. He will not sit happily unless he achieves what he wants. An example of this is how he won over his first wife Justin Wilson. Her interest in him was zero when she met him, so he had to hustle to get her attention. She stood him up in the first date at an ice cream parlor. Not a big whiner, he determined that if she couldn't come to eat ice cream with him, he would just bring it to her instead. He asked a friend of hers what Justin's favorite flavor was and where she studied, and then showed up with 2 chocolate chip ice cream cones. This approach was worth the shot as the two had 6 children together. He is well known for saying, "If you work for 50 hours a week, I will work for 100 hours a week. I will do in 5 years what you take 10 years to do." In reality, Elon works more than that. In fact, he will set up his desk in middle of the factory on Friday, Saturday and Sundays just to emphasize that he is working, and he expects everyone else to be working hard as well. Elon and his brother did not even rent an apartment. They are sleeping in the office, showered at the YMCA and worked all day long on the startup. Elon would sleep under his desk after coding all night long. Whoever was the first person to come in the office would just wake him up and would get back on the computer and start again. That was the obsession he had. Sheer hard work no matter what. And even when he was dating his girlfriend, the girl would come over and would actually sleep at the office because that's the only option. Elon Musk co-founded PayPal, an online payment system, along with Peter, Max, Luke and Ken. The company was initially called Confinity. When it was founded in December 1998, Elon Musk's involvement in PayPal began when his own company X.com, an online banking platform, merged with the Confinity in March 2000. Elon Musk became the largest shareholder of the merged company and eventually became its CEO. PayPal's growth attracted the attention of major players in the technology industry, leading to its acquisition by eBay in October 2002 for $1.5 billion. Musk became a billionaire as a result of the acquisition, earning a substantial amount from the sale of his PayPal shares. This realization led Musk to think about developing affordable rockets on his own. He started researching rocket technology extensively and eventually founded SpaceX. Elon Musk's vision of creating a private space exploration company began in the year 2000s. The pivotal moment came in 2001 when Musk tried to purchase a Russian intercontinental ballistic missile to send a greenhouse to Mars. However, he found the cost of buying a rocket missile was exorbitant and the idea seemed unattainable. This realization led Musk to think about developing an affordable rocket on his own. He started researching rocket technology extensively and eventually founded SpaceX in the year 2002 On September 28, 2008, perseverance paid off. The Falcon 1 successfully reached orbit, making SpaceX the first privately funded company to send a liquid-fueled rocket into space. One of the greatest lessons we can learn from Elon is believing in the cause rather than the strategy to achieve the desired outcome. This means believing in why you want to do something. You have to believe in the cause so passionately that it doesn't matter whether you are going to succeed at it or not. You are just going to keep on going after it. So when after he made around $250 million from the acquisition of PayPal, Elon began investigating and started building a rocket company. His friends thought he was crazy to just throw away his hard-earned money into something crazy like going into a private enterprise, trying to launch rockets, but Elon was not to be deterred. Some people have often asked him, why do you go into this crazy endeavors of launching rockets into spaces? Do you think you are going to be successful at it? Surprisingly, he replied, no, I don't think that we are going to be successful. He explained further in his words, and I quote him, I really believe that if something is really important, you must really go after it, even if the likely outcome is a failure. In 2008, he had divorced Justin, his first wife. Not only that, both SpaceX and Tesla were about to go bankrupt, and this was in December. It was almost Christmas time, both companies were about to go bankrupt, and Elon was wondering if he could split his money between the two companies or if splitting wouldn't work. He would have to save one of the company while sacrificing the other. But he couldn't just do either of them because he wanted to both of them to survive. He got to the brink of not being able to make the payroll the next day. On top of that, some of the venture capitalists on his Tesla investment were starting to feel they could get a lot more. They wanted ownership of the company because they figured out that if they could twist his arm, they could make some extra quick money. Elon didn't want to do that, so he refused. He kept on persisting, trying to figure out a way to make money. It was almost December 23, 2008, but he still didn't have the money. The companies were going to shut down in a week's time, and he was living on his friend's couch since his personal fortune was down to a few $100,000 and he was maxed out. But he kept on hustling, and on December 24th, NASA called him up and awarded him with a contract of $1.6 billion. This turn of events allowed him to fund Tesla as well because he was able to take a loan now. He went so close to being all out of everything, but he kept on going. He did not give up on his dreams and cause. That is an amazing thing about him. He is willing to take it to the death. We can learn from Elon about persistence, believing in what we are doing, having a clear understanding of our goal and why we want to achieve it, and then be consistent towards it. Lastly, have thirst for knowledge. This was the book summary of Elon Musk. Please let me know in the comment section how was the book summary and which summary should be the next video on. I will keep on bringing book summaries for you.